Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode of the weekly sales chat. And today what I wanted to have a chat about is objection handling objections and getting to the heart of what your client's real objection is. And one of the things that I've learned over the years is that often the number one objection that clients will use will be price. But rarely is that the main objection that's holding them back from purchasing. And I ask you the question this way: how often have you been shopping for something and the thing that you've been looking for, you found a version of it that you've liked, the price has been a little bit more than what you originally wanted to spend, but you've gone and bought that product anyway, that pair of shoes, that car. I remember buying my first car. I only wanted to spend $15,000, ended up spending $20,000. It seems that when we find the right offering, we're always able to find that little bit extra in price to buy that product that we're looking for. So it leads me to believe that the price is rarely our client's main objection, and the objection that they have always goes a little bit deeper. And usually that objection is an emotional driver, and it's something that's saying to them, you haven't quite given me enough value, or you haven't quite put my mind at ease enough for me to pay this price for your product right now. You haven't sold me, you haven't won me over enough. But what's funny is the client will never tell you what that thing is, and sometimes the client doesn't even know what that thing is for themselves. So I was speaking to someone recently and they said, look, we've got clients that we're only $10,000 out with. They haven't yet purchased our product. What is it that I might be able to do to get this deal over the line? And I said, well, have they purchased anyone else's product? You know, namely the supplier whose product was $10,000 less. And they said no. And I said, well, if they haven't gone and signed up with that other builder, then price isn't their real objection. There's something else that's holding them back. And I think the most important thing is to get to the bottom of what that real underlying emotional objection is. And it could be something simple like they don't have their wife or their partner's buy-in. It could be something like they need a 3-bedroom home and all they can find is a 2-bedroom home. Or it could be something like, you know what, we haven't found the facade that we like, that's going to make us spend $200,000 on a new home. Whatever it is, it's something deeper that they're probably not quite comfortable or ready to share with you. So one of the strategies that I have in these instances when your customers are shopping other people is to go in from a different frame of mind. Instead of going in trying to make the sale, go in as a friend, as a trusted advisor, and say, look, just you know, as a matter of courtesy, I know that we've spent some time with one another. Just wanted to have a chat with you about the other supplier that you're looking at, who currently has a cheaper product, or whose product is $10,000 cheaper. You mentioned that they're $10,000 cheaper. Can I ask you, why haven't you purchased from them so far? What is it that they're missing, or what's the one thing that's held you back from purchasing from that supplier so far? And let's see if I can help you out in this purchase, or if I can guide you through this purchase in any way. No obligation at all. And often when you come from that point of view, they're no longer ashamed to reject your offering, because they're not rejecting in their minds. They're not just rejecting your offering when they refuse to buy from you. In their minds, they're rejecting you. And if you've built a good rapport with that person, then it's going to be even harder for them to reject you in that transaction. So when you come from a place of wanting to help them, of wanting to guide them, most times they'll open up to you and share with you what that real objection is that's holding them back from buying. Now, once they share that objection, if there's a way that you can solve that objection with your product, then it's time to go in for the kill. But if you can't, it's important not to try and close again, and it's important to just play out that conversation and help them with their supplier that they're currently dealing with. So I hope that helps in relation to objection handling. Just to recap, the 3 main points are: price is never to recap, price is never the main objection. It's usually a smoke screen objection. B, you always need to get to the heart of what that deep, real underlying objection is that they might not have shared with you the first time round, and they're probably reluctant to share with you. And number 3, ask them straight out by coming from a different place, a place where you're not trying to sell, a place where you're trying to guide them through that purchase, even with another supplier. Ask them what that real underlying objection is, and if then that reveals that there is a way that you can help them, then you can go in for the kill and try and close that sale with your product or service. I hope you found that helpful. Interested to hear your feedback. As always, please leave them in the comment section below.